This is the one food additive you want to avoid if you want the best shot at protecting yourself. So you've gotten your COVID booster shot and now you're wondering how to manage the side effects and also maximize its efficacy. My name is Bonnie, I'm a dietitian, and I'm here today to help you answer the questions of food and drinks you should include and those to avoid. There's been so much talk about the best interval, the best mix, where to get it, but very little information on what you can do in terms of diet and lifestyle. The side effects you feel may be more intense after a booster than the first 2 shots, and that certainly was the case for me. While there aren't any specific food or drinks that you need to take after your booster, there are some general principles that will help you get through the first few days more comfortably and maximize your immune system's response. I have to caveat here that there are no studies I know of as of now that has researched whether specific foods can increase or decrease the effectiveness of the COVID shot. So I'm making some extrapolations based on research on other vaccinations like the flu shot and the immune system in general. Without further ado, here we go! Number 1. Hydration, hydration, hydration. This is a no-brainer, but really an important one. Your immune system and all the body processes need water to function, and it'll also help you reduce the intensity of side effects like headaches or muscle soreness, and especially if you're having a fever. Fluids will help you get the circulatory system flowing to spread the antibodies around your body. Aim for around 2 liters or 8 cups, or you may need more if you're having a fever. And water is your best source of fluids. You can also drink herbal tea or regular tea, milk, soy milk, or soup. Number 2, an anti-inflammatory diet can help you feel better. One sign that the immune system is revving up and producing the antibodies is inflammation. The inflammation will make you uncomfortable, but it's part of the healing process. But you can relieve the uncomfortable feeling with anti-inflammatory foods. Given the vaccination may also increase the risk of myocarditis or inflammation of the heart, it's extra motivation for you to follow an anti-inflammatory diet, which is heart healthy too. Just a disclaimer though, that COVID-19 itself raises the risk of myocarditis even more than the vaccine. So get that booster. Anti-inflammatory foods are those high in antioxidants or omega-3 fatty acids. For example, nuts, extra virgin olive oil, herbs and spices like turmeric or ginger, and colorful fruits like berries or tomato. As a bonus, fiber-rich foods have actually been shown in research to help improve gut microbiome and vaccine responses. Number 3. Make sure you're well-nourished. Even if you've lost your appetite or feel too lethargic to eat, skipping food may make you feel more giddy and lethargic. Definitely don't go on some detox cleanse or fasting ritual, as the sudden change will shock your body, and that's the last thing you want when it's already feeling weak. Your immune system needs nutrients and protein to work properly. So make sure you eat well-balanced meals. By well-balanced, I mean try to include all the food groups in your day. This includes protein, vegetables, healthy carbs, fruit, and some dairy or calcium-rich food. Even if you don't have a good appetite, try to just down something light like a bit of juice or soup to help you feel better. You may need smaller but more frequent meals if you've lost your appetite. Number 4, drink nourishing soups. Remember when your parents would make you chicken soup whenever you were ill? There's actually some research to it helping your immune system. The chicken contains tryptophan, which helps your body produce serotonin, that hormone that gives you the fuzzy warm feeling of comfort. This study showed that chicken soup may have anti-inflammatory effects, so do go reach for that comfort food. Number 5, be prepared. I felt so fatigued, got chills, and had really bad muscle aches for about 1.5 days after the shot, and I did not feel like cooking at all. So make sure you have ready-made healthy food stocked at home that's convenient for you in case you're too tired to cook or do have meal deliveries sorted. I ate leftovers and drank some oral nutritional supplements when I just did not feel like getting out of bed. Number 6. If you're getting certain side effects, there are specific diet strategies that can help. For example, if you're getting nausea, try ginger tea. If you're getting diarrhea, try the brat diet. That's bananas, rice, applesauce, and toast. It's not that you can only stick with those foods, but the gist is to have lighter foods that are easy on the tummy, so nothing too fatty or spicy, and no big chunks of fibrous things. If you have any type of medical condition, make sure you continue to follow your usual dietary plans to manage it. For example, if you have diabetes, then controlling your blood glucose, or if you have high blood pressure, then controlling your salt intake. Now that we've talked about what to do, let's consider what you may want to avoid for the next few days. Avoid too much alcohol to reduce side effects. Alcohol can dehydrate you and it will cause double whammy of a hangover or worsen your side effects. A small sip probably is okay if you really want to celebrate with a bubbly, but binge drinking alcohol may reduce the effectiveness of the vaccine. Heavy drinking can hamper your immune cells from traveling to the right places to kill bacteria or viruses, and that makes it easier for you to get infected. But moderate drinking may not have this problem. This study showed that moderate drinkers were less likely to get colds than those who didn't drink. Not that I'm encouraging you to drink. If you don't usually drink, please don't start it after your booster. But if you really want to drink, then only have it in moderation. The definition of moderate drinking varies between countries, but I like to err on the side of caution, and I'd suggest daily no more than 2 standard drinks for men or 1 standard drink for women. Number 2 to avoid is excessive caffeine. Remember I said how important hydration is? So you wouldn't want to counteract that with anything that would dehydrate you. Too much caffeine can be one of those things, so do try to limit your coffee and caffeine intake when you're still getting side effects. And number 3 is to try to avoid SAD. Not just in the mood, but what's termed the standard American diet, or a typical modern Western diet, which has a lot of processed junk foods that's high in fat and refined sugars. For example, fries, cakes or pastries, soft drinks, pizzas, donuts, fast food, chocolate and lollies, processed meats like sausages, just to name a few. As you can see in the review here, which suggests it may hamper the immune response. Instead, try the anti-inflammatory foods to build up your immune system. This is the one food additive you want to avoid if you want the best shot at protecting yourself from COVID after the booster. Pun was intended. Scientists at Michigan State University found that a food additive called TBHQ could lower the effects of a flu vaccine. TBHQ is found in fast food like fish and chips, creamer, packaged snacks like crackers, cakes, chips, donuts, and popcorn. NK cells are natural killer cells that help kill virus-infected cells, and by this paper saying TBHQ made them less cytotoxic, it means they were not as able to kill off the virus-infected cells. In other words, it reduced the immune system's ability to recognize and fight off viruses. While the study was done in mice and in flu shots, not COVID shots, it's still best to stick with as little artificial additives as possible. And that would mean going for fresh meat and fish rather than fried or fast foods. Here are the take-home messages to reduce side effects and give you the best shot of producing the optimal amount of antibodies after your booster. Eat a healthy, well-balanced diet. Give yourself some TLC to help you get over the side effects and avoid inflammatory or dehydrating food and drinks. Of course, the usual lifestyle advice of getting enough sleep and some light physical activity is also very important. Which one of these tips helped you the most? Comment below and let me know what other foods helped you manage the COVID booster shot. Don't forget to click the subscribe button for more information on the optimal diet for COVID and my answers to other interesting questions you have.